In addition to being a big name in fighting, Alex Pereira knows how to enjoy his money. But have you ever stopped to think about how this fighter lives? In this video, you'll get to know the life of Alex Pereira. Born in July 1987 in São Bernardo do Campo, São Paulo, Alex Sandro Silva Pereira, better known as Alex Poatan, is a professional fighter. Coming from a humble background, before becoming a professional fighter, he worked as a construction worker to help support his family. But soon he began his journey in kickboxing, where he quickly stood out, becoming one of the best in the world in the sport. With an aggressive and precise style, Poatan won world titles in Glory Kickboxing, the biggest organization in the sport, and racked up impressive victories against big names, including 2 wins over Israel Adesanya before transitioning to MMA. His professional MMA debut happened in 2015, but it was in 2021 when he signed with the UFC that his rise truly began. In 2023, Alex moved up to the light heavyweight division and made history once again by defeating Jiri Prochazka and capturing his second UFC belt, becoming one of the few Brazilians to be champion in 2 different divisions. With a devastating fighting style and one of the most powerful punches in UFC history, Alex Poatan established himself as a legend of the sport, proudly representing Brazil and gaining fans all over the world. A bit about his personal life. In his love life, Pereira keeps a low profile, but he has already been involved in controversies with an ex. He was also married and has children, with whom he shows great affection and dedication. Despite his fame and intense routine as a fighter, he always finds time to spend with his family in Brazil. Another highlight in the fighter's family is Aline Pereira, his sister, who is also a fighter. Outside of sports, Alex is passionate about indigenous culture, something that is even reflected in his nickname, Poatan, which means hands of stone in Tupi-Guarani. He has expressed great respect for ancestry and the teachings of indigenous tribes, which also influence his fighting mentality and discipline. Now, shall we get to know a little more about him? But before that, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with anyone you know who's a fan, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates from All About. Alex Poatan, despite his humble beginnings, knew how to turn his success in MMA into smart investments, including high-end real estate. One of his most remarkable gestures in the real estate sector was when he renovated his parents' house, which today could easily be worth over 1 million reais. Currently, however, the fighter lives in a mansion in Danbury, United States. Although we don't know many details, he often shares glimpses of his home. The decision to live in the US was strategic, since most of his fights and training take place there. The estimated value of the property ranges from $100,000 to $900,000. In addition to his residence in the United States, Poatan likely owns some property in Brazil just as luxurious. In other words, it's safe to say he has really invested a few million in housing. Alex Poatan has a refined taste for cars and has already invested in powerful and sophisticated vehicles. One of the most remarkable models in his garage is a Corvette, which can cost up to $250,000. Not less impressive, he also owns a Lamborghini, valued at $1 million, known for its power and sporty design. Another car that has been linked to the fighter is an eye-catching yellow Fiat Uno. Just like us ordinary folks, right? Could you have imagined he'd go for something so simple? Many people wonder how he spends all his fortune, and the answer is, with a lot of luxury. One of his biggest investments is in physical preparation. Poatan spends tens of thousands of dollars on nutritionists, specialized trainers, and physiotherapists to ensure his body is always performing at its peak. Another of Poatan's luxuries is his collection of exclusive brand clothing and accessories. The fighter has already been gifted and likely purchased Rolex watches. Even with an intense routine of training and competitions, Alex Poatan enjoys taking time off to travel to strategic destinations. Among his most talked about trips was the one he took to London, in the United Kingdom. One of Poatan's favorite destinations is Las Vegas, a city where many UFC events take place. Although he enjoys exclusive places, Poatan prefers to keep a discreet profile without flaunting extravagant trips like other famous athletes. During his travels for UFC events, the fighter often uses chartered jets. In addition to his success in the UFC, Alex Poatan is also a strategic entrepreneur. With his growing popularity, he invested in the sports and lifestyle market, launching his own line of clothing and training equipment. Another major source of income for the fighter comes from sponsorships and partnerships. Poatan has million-dollar contracts with major sports brands, including supplement companies, sports equipment manufacturers, private jet brands, and fight gear companies. To give you an idea, on Instagram he has an impressive 6 million followers, which opens up a wide range of opportunities with big brands, potentially generating values exceeding $1 million. On top of that, he has invested in expanding his gym in Brazil, aiming to train new talents and strengthen the national kickboxing and MMA scene. Even though he sometimes flaunts a luxurious lifestyle, Poatan has business vision and seeks to ensure financial stability for the future. Thanks to his success in the UFC and kickboxing, Alex Poatan has built up a millionaire fortune. To put things into perspective, in 2024, he earned $10 million from 3 title defenses. Thus, his net worth is estimated to exceed $15 million, with continuous growth fueled by his victories and sponsorship deals. But nothing has been officially confirmed by him. With a more reserved financial profile, Poatan focuses on long-term investments and building a solid career inside and outside the octagon. Good luck and continued success to him.